Hi, One Best Fair Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. Today's Wednesday, May 25th. We are talking NHL Playoffs with Dana Lane. Dana Lane, we have Game 6, St. Louis and San Jose. San Jose, of course, is up 3-2, but from a betting perspective, the first thing I have to ask you about here is the total, right? These two teams traded 6-3 road wins over their last 2 games, 9 goals scored in each game. We were on those totals, those overs, and now here we are in Game 6. The total is 5, -115 to -120 market wide. Let's start things off with this. Is the over 5 a great bet here?
Absolutely. Why would it not be?
Well, because it might not be, because sometimes things are very, very unpredictable in the NHL playoffs. As you get into like the 6th and 7th games, the pace of play can change radically from game to game. It seems like it should be, though, to me. But you don't expect a change of pace here?
No, not at all. In fact, we expect St. Louis to come out and play well in this game, but even if they don't, the pace is going to quicken, if you will, in an effort to catch up to this San Jose Sharks. So there's so many. I mean, we've said this 100 times. There's so many variables at the end of the game that could push these totals over. We've seen it in both of these remaining series. I don't want anything to do with the under, because even in a game that's 1-1 or 2-1 headed into the third period, it's just, during the regular season you feel safe, and the postseason you don't feel safe. And we still have no idea with both of these goaltenders, with Brian Elliott and Martin Jones, not exactly on top of their game in their last 2 games. We just don't know what we're going to get out of both of them. So I feel a lot more easy going on the over than I do the under.
All right, and then as far as the money line is concerned, San Jose in general has outplayed St. Louis in this series, even in the games they didn't win. And the money line, San Jose at home to close out the series here, -138 to -145. Do you think that might have some value?
Yeah, you know what, Pete? I'm gonna go ahead and side with the dog in this one, because we figure that we're gonna get the best effort out of St. Louis because their backs are against the wall. And let's also keep in mind, Pete, that this is the 3rd elimination game that St. Louis has been involved in, and of course the previous 2 were against Chicago and Dallas. So there's a little bit of experience there going into this game. The other factor is in this whole series, there's nothing deep about this. Does San Jose win the battle of the power play or in the special teams and the penalty kill? Do they win that battle, or does St. Louis, who's one of the most penalized teams not only in the regular season but in the postseason, are they a little less aggressive? And some aggression is fantastic. You have to be aggressive in the playoffs. But what happened in Game 5 was they weren't pinching at the right times. They were being over aggressive, allowing San Jose to have fantastic scoring opportunities. San Jose was getting way too deep in on Jake Allen. So for me, if you limit those opportunities, I think St. Louis has got a great shot to stay with San Jose, and especially at plus money. So we're going to take St. Louis plus 114, 115 in the first period. We're going to take them on plus 125 for the game. But we're going to change it up a little bit on the total. We're going to go 1.5 under in the first period, and then we're going to take, of course, the over for the game. A little bit tight knit because of the magnitude of the game, the start, just like in the Pittsburgh game last night, and then we expect an offensive explosion to end the game.
Great analysis, Dana Lane. Thanks so much. We'll be back tomorrow for the next Tampa Bay Pitt game.
I appreciate your time, Pete. Best of luck.